Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 6. This week we got stakeholder management. For this week, we start with talking about what is stakeholder management, and for a project manager, it's really having to create those relationships and maintaining them with those investors and helping them gain the things that they want and actually keeping their investment in an ethical way. For what it, and in order for us to understand that, we really need to look into why is it important. Um, in every project there's going to be stakeholders that have a say, and we kind of have to figure out how to work with them so we can speed up or even slow down. They're going to have some kind of influence with the project, even though they're not in the field and they're not working like the project management and the rest of the teammates. They can be extremely useful if we build those relationships accordingly. So one of some of the major components in the stakeholder management plan, we talk about it this week. Some of them is the stakeholder matrix. This one kind of like provides the project management with information about who's involved, some of the multiple variables like level of influence, associated risk, and so forth. And the other tool that we have is the RACI matrix. And I mean, according to the acronym, responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. This kind of details the responsibility of those stakeholders. So, are some of the tools that we could use. As far as like stakeholder theory, is something new to me. I really kind of had to dive in there to learn a little bit more on it. But it kind of refers to the ethical and moral values of managing a business. I looked into it, and Dr. Freeman argues that there's ecosystems that should be accounted for and satisfied in order to keep a business successful. A few of them could include suppliers, employees, the local community, and such. Now, if we look into the last 10 years and how stakeholder management has changed, I think the biggest thing is how social media tools and really technology have taken place and how we're communicating with those stakeholders now. That could be a tricky thing. Some of those things could be promote the idea of a teamwork, or it could be negative. So we got to be really careful with these new technology tools and social media, as it could be um, come into play in a project. So how do we perform a successful stakeholder management? Some of the things to consider would be, like we mentioned before, using those tools, right? Stakeholder mapping, understanding who has the influence and what way, identifying some of those triggers and how do they react to those barriers or some of the outcomes, right? Look for opportunities always, and have proactive mitigation at all times. And now, according to Jennifer Witt, the best way to get stakeholders on your side is really to build this report and build this trust. Not something that's going to happen overnight. You got to keep working at it, but it can be done. You just got to keep doing your job and keep delivering, right? Nonetheless, at the same time, there's going to be times where you have to deliver bad news. And the best way to do this is to perform a root cause analysis, be completely objective, determine, pinpoint what were the causes and what caused the the um, the project not to deliver, right? Deliver a corrective action plan and execute it. Communicate immediately with those stakeholders. Keep the communication as a plan is getting implemented, and develop future mitigation strategy to reduce that stress and so that they can really count on you in the future. All right, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much, and see you next week. Thank you.